Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's March 9th, 2017. One of the top news headlines: Washington State is moving to block Donald Trump's second travel ban. On February 4th, 2017, Washington State blocked the first proposed travel ban. Today's news is coming 33 days after the last block. I want to show you how this whole travel ban thing is part of a contrived narrative with Donald Trump playing his part as the puppet in the contrived narrative. Check this out, Truth Seeker. Today is March 9th, 3/9, 2017. The word security has gematria of 39. The word travel has gematria of 39. Earlier this week, I put out a video on why the second proposed travel ban came exactly 39 days after the first proposed. If you missed this video, I'll link it in the description. But real quick, the first proposal, Travel Ban 1.0, was January 27th. Then the second proposal was March 6th, a span of 39 days. And again, Donald Trump said, we need to block travel from these countries in the name of security. Travel 39, security 39, 39 days apart. Also, the first block by Washington State was February 4th. 4/2 is the date can be written. Washington's the 42nd state. The word Freemason equals 42. Washington State, named after George Washington, the Freemason. Look at this. From the last block to today, 33 days. George Washington was a 33rd degree Freemason. Masonry 33, secrecy 33, federal 33, order 33. The big G on the Freemason compass and square represents 33. In Washington, D.C., there's this statue of George Washington. Look at what it says. George Washington, Freemason, and first president. What comes first? Freemason. Real quick, let me teach you something about the word Freemason and the title President of the United States. Freemason has reverse ordinal of 147. And if you type in President of the United States in reverse reduction, it's also 147. From George Washington up to the present, every president has been a Freemason. It's the only way to get in the White House. It's because this nation was founded by Freemasons. And from the time of George Washington up to the present, everything has been run by the numbers. Just in case you stumbled upon this video and haven't seen my work before, I've said this 1,000 times since this summer up to the present, but it needs to be said again. George Washington in gematria sums to 187, and Washington, D.C. also has gematria of 187. Trump's GOP convention in Cleveland began July 18th, 18/7, exactly 187 days from Inauguration Day. Cleveland has gematria of 33 and 48. Look at the name Donald Trump, also 48. Just like the word wall, Donald Trump ran on building a wall. On the 48th day of 2017, the movie came out, The Great Wall. So, I will link all these blog posts if you want to go back over this information. Travel Ban 2.0, what was different about it? It was proposed March 6th. What was different was Iraq wasn't banned, and they said in 120 days they'll allow Syrian refugees again. The date of this was March 6th, or 6/3. Look at the gematria of Iraq, 45 and 63. It had been 45 days since Trump took office. The first proposal, January 27th, 2017, was made on a date with 45 numerology. You might recall after that proposal, one of the first stories was Iraqis were stuck in the airport and they were suing Donald Trump. It's all news by the numbers, people. Go back over the news from February 4th. Homeland Security suspends travel ban. And we might see a headline like that later today for the second time. Just as a reminder, Washington, Seattle, where the judge is that banned the first one, up on the 47th parallel, the 122nd meridian. Judge equals 47, like gavel, like obey. In case you were wondering why they chose Seattle. President, 47. Authority, 47. Framework, 47. Foundation, 47. Let me give you a couple more 47s. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. White House, 47. Government, 47. The Freemasons have something called Euclid's 47th problem about how to establish foundation for a structure. Foundation, framework. The name of the judge who blocked it the first time, James Robart, gematria of 122, also like the word Freemason, Seattle up on the 122nd meridian. Robart, 74, like Masonic, like Jewish, like occult. Just in case you're new here, like holiday, like Independence Day on 7-4. James likes to wear the bow tie, you know? And speaking of James, let's also talk about James and 33. James has the 33-48 connection, Donald Trump 48. James with the bow tie. Freemasons love the 33 and 74 pairing. Out of the 50 states, only the 33rd state has a gematria of 74. They said the judge who blocked it last time was appointed by George W. Bush, the last Republican president, born on the 187th day of the year, July 6th. George Washington, 187. George W. Bush, 58, like Freemasonry, like secret society, like Annuit Coeptus, like We the People, like how Trump was the victor of the 58th presidential election. He began his campaign at his 58-story Trump Tower in New York City. Remember Lady Gaga protesting outside the 58-story building? Lady Gaga, 58. Freemasonry runs the show. Entertainment, politics, media, money. We live in a Masonic world until we put an end to it. Washington also has the gematria of 58. Fitting. George Washington, the Freemason, Masonic nation. The date of the first block was also a date with 43 numerology, and it was a George W. Bush appointee who blocked it, the last Republican. Bush went to Yale and Skull and Bones. Yale, 43. New Haven, Connecticut, where Yale is, where the Bush dynasty grew up, 43. Skull and Bones equals 41. Their father was the 41st president. The first block, 4/2, February 4th, and February, the only month with 42 gematria. The judge's ruling also came on the date with 42 numerology late, but it wasn't the news until the next day. This is how it is. Every single day, you learn gematria, you pay attention, you see that you're living out scripted news by the numbers, it's all theater. And with regards to theater, remember the word theater equals 77. DC's on the 77th meridian. Remember how Obama reopened Ford's Theater, where Lincoln was assassinated? Look at the gematria of Ford's Theater, 58. That theater had been closed from 1977 until 2009 when Obama reopened it. That's 32 years later. Obama reopened a theater 32 years after it closed in 77 where Lincoln was assassinated. Obama was from the land of Lincoln. Lincoln was killed in Ford's Theater, which was a Baptist church built in 1833. 33, number all over the Bible because the Bibles are Masonic, as are the religions of the world, which so many people want to be slaves to. It's another topic. But 32, it's also the America number. Notice America's 32 and 50, just like how theater has the 32 connection. It's a nation that's always been run by the numbers, actors selling out the masses. The world's a stage. When you write out 32, it also sums to 50, you know, like America, 50 states. Notice the gematria of 139, another number of Freemasonry. Lincoln was killed in Ford's Theater, we just said that. He had an assassination attempt on him at the Willard Hotel. See the numbers? Look at this headline. This is effectively a Muslim ban, state says. What do you think this equals in gematria? 139, just like Freemasonry. Look at this. 139 coded right into it. Freemasonry 139, America 139. It also has gematria of 221. The Bavarian Illuminati equals 221, which was established May 1st, 1776, just before we declared our independence. Donald Trump became president 221 days from his birthday. He had 221 coded next to him all year. The Bavarian Illuminati is Freemasonry Zionism. 307 is also a coding for Freemason in Jewish gematria, something coded into the headline. Jewish gematria, another relevant format. I'll link the Gematrinator calculator. The methods you want to be aware of: Jewish, S exception, in addition to the 4 that are all up here. If you study these methods, it will open up a lot. Some of these other methods are very relevant, but if you just study right here, you're going to get almost everything you need to see. So I'll link all this down below in the description. Please feel free to share this video, these blog posts with your friends and family. If you're not subscribed here, you'd be wise too. I don't think you can find any information source in this world putting out more relevant, worthwhile stuff to know, knowledge to know, skills to know. If you missed the video I put out earlier today, I did a video on the 20-year anniversary of the death of Notorious B.I.G., why he died the day he did, why Tupac Shakur died the day he did, what their deaths have to do with each other, and a whole lot more. So be sure to check out that video. Put a lot of work into that one. Until next time, Truth Seeker.